Howdy folks, today we're looking at Silent Tales from 2023 in DC Comics. Here's an oddity that slipped through a couple years back without a lot of fanfare, a special one-shot of humorous silent stories utilizing DC characters by a Brazilian artist named Gustavo Duarte. Duarte has been working across the mainstream in this country for a good decade, with his breakthrough exactly 10 years ago drawing Bizarro for the short-lived DCU promotion. That was DCYOU. In case you forgot, that time the company made a half-hearted effort to refurbish the line in the vague direction of being more friendly to general audiences, as opposed to the other times they did that. My recollection was that Bizarro, written by Heath Corson, was a noble attempt at doing something different, but thrown out to die against the vicissitude of the direct market. In any event, it was a noble failure that served the purpose of putting Duarte on the map. He's produced piecework for both DC and Marvel across this period, and this issue collects 6 stories originally printed online, which seems to have a much healthier appetite for superhero material that breaks the Wednesday Warrior mold. Online is, after all, the platform that made Jeff the Landshark a bona fide superstar, and wouldn't you know, Duarte's drawn some Jeff comics too. If you've never encountered Duarte's work, it's expressive and appealing stuff. It reads like a dream. If you're in want of comics material to bridge a language barrier or give a very young child, this is perfect, albeit cheating slightly with the occasional piece of signage or printed newspaper. The best story in the book is probably the first, a Harley Quinn story in which Harley goes shopping for a new mallet. Of course, it should come as no surprise that Harley makes a great cartoon, considering her origins as an animated character slumming on the printed page. Cyborg appears, digging through the crates in a record shop on his day off, fighting his nemesis Gizmo. Is Gizmo Cyborg's archenemy? Good question. Superman appears with a story about Super Laundry Day after a hard shift of flying through the digestive tracts of giant bugs. The Zatanna story features Zatanna getting a pet bunny named Mr. Crowley, which seems like something that should probably be adopted for the regular continuity. The Joker shows up with a story about a trip to the art gallery that merely ends in criminal mischief for once. As much as I dislike the Joker under normal circumstances, I'm still down for him showing up to participate in mischief, which seems to freak everyone out just as much. Finally, the last story features Lobo, maybe not the most obvious pick for this collection, but he slaughters a coven of Nazi vampires on his way to finding a room full of stolen treasure, which certainly seems like something Lobo would do on his day off. Lobo probably thinks killing vampires is a lot of fun. So yes, excellent stuff throughout, high-level cartooning without a net. With only his skills to sink or swim, this material showcases Duarte as a special talent indeed. I'd like to see more material in this vein, and so I expect would have very many other readers as well.